Hi there, Malcolm here with my 234th Booktube video, and today we're bringing you my March wrap-up for 2025. Yes, we're about halfway through May, but it's never too late. But first off, the numbers. And basically, I'm comparing how I did this year to last year. So I completed 13 titles, the same, at 2,547, which is less than last year's 2,814, and 19.62 hours on Audible, which was less than the 43.3 hours I managed last year. Big changes. I was doing the school run and listening to my Audible on that. My son now takes the bus, and so I've lost that listening time. I'm still going to try and achieve the same 300 hours target. So that gives me a total of 33 books at the end of March, which is 6 less than the 39 I managed the same time last year, and about 1,600 pages behind. Well, that done, let's have a look at the books. First up was my book of the month, Doom, Hell on Earth. This is book 2 of the novelisation series of the original first-person shooter games by David Abhue and Brad Linneweaver. I have done an individual video on this, so I'll leave a link in the description box down below so you can go check that out and find out what I thought about it. And after that, I then managed Marvel Select, the all-new Captain America Hydra Ascendant, seeing Sam Wilson donning the mantle of Captain America and trying to prove that he deserves that shield, while fighting off against Baron Zemo, amongst others. And it was a pretty gritty, bloody, violent storyline. Quite compelling, but I didn't really know who a lot of the characters were, which did pull me out of it a bit. But yeah, a really good entry into the series. I'd say it's a lot more involved than some of the other Marvel Selects are. But yeah, certainly worth having a look at. And it's basically a reprint of the all-new Captain America, numbers 1 to 6, which was first printed in 2014. Nice stuff. And after that, I then read Berserker Volume 1 by Keanu Reeves and Matt Kindt. Having read The Book of Elsewhere last year, I wanted to read the original graphic novel from which that book was based, and so I did. There is an individual video I did for this one, so I'll leave a link to that below. Do go check that one out. And after that, I then read Marvel Select Daredevil Mayor Fisk. This was a pretty good one, where Walter Fisk becomes mayor, as the title of the book might give a clue, and declares public war against the superheroes, forcing them to go to hiding, but at the same time hiring Matt Murdock as his deputy mayor, not having not twigged that he's Daredevil. And so Matt Murdock takes it up so he can get closer to his enemy and find out what's going on behind the scenes, but find that he has no real power and Fisk has his own evil schemes going. A really good story on persecution for persecution's sake, and featuring a few cameos from other heroes, some I've come across before and some I hadn't. This is a reprint of Daredevil numbers 595 to 600, first printed in 2015. My main complaint about this one is it does leave on a cliffhanger. Now, the last time it did this with Spider-Man Big Brain Plan, they did subsequently do Savage Spider-Man, which was the direct follow-up in the Marvel Select series. I'm still waiting for a Daredevil follow-up to this story. It's good, worth buying, but then what happens? Can't leave it like that. Now after that, I then finished reading Eyes of the Void by Adrian Tchaikovsky to my wife. This is book 2 of the Final Architecture trilogy, where the hapless crew of the Vulture God are just trying to survive, while the various different factions of the Polisopora of humanity are basically trying to execute their own plans for survival, while giant moon-sized creatures are destroying planets. A lot going on in here, certainly a direct follow-up to the first book, as it would be being book 2. I can't really explain much about what's going on here without giving away spoilers for book 1, but I will say that there are a very slow drip feed of sort of answers which you don't really get the bottom of by the end of the book. But yeah, really enjoyable nonetheless. Booktastic. Don't think it's as good as book 1, but still really worth reading. And then after that, I then read Children of Memory by Adrian Tchaikovsky, book 3 of the Children in Time series. And I have done a video on this trilogy. I'll leave a link to that below. So go check that out to see what I thought of that one. And then after that, I then read Star Wars Legacy Volume 2, Prisoner of the Floating World, and Outcasts of the Broken Ring. Really excited to get my hands on at least some of the books of the Legacy Volume 2 series. And I have done a video on the 4 books from this, link below. But after these 2, I then finished reading Short Story Collection Obelisk by Stephen Baxter. And again, there's a video, link, go check it out, please. After that, I then read the other 2 books of Star Wars Legacy Volume 2, Wanted, Anya Stark, which I had to read online because I couldn't get hold of a physical copy, and the final one, Empire of One. Again, I talk about these in greater detail on the other video. I finished that. I then finished listening to Revelations Space by Alistair Reynolds on Audible. I'd previously read the physical copy, but I thought I'd listen to it as it was sitting there free and I was waiting for credits so I could then buy the next Peter F. Hamilton. And again, there is a video on that one, link below. And then finally, I read Alien River of Pain by Christopher Golden. And guess what? Yes, there's a video. I did a video for all 3 of this trilogy of Alien books. Link below. Yeah, feel free to go and check out what I thought of that one. So there you go, quick whiz through my March wrap-up. I've done lots of individual videos for a lot of that. Do let me know if you prefer that format, rather than having an extra long video here where I throw information at you. Otherwise, feel free to comment on any of the books I've just waved at you. But as usual, if nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and all the other YouTubey things. And until next time, see you later.